Let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked at someone and truly saw them? Really looked into their eyes and see them? When last did you do a job and actually feel like it meant something? Why does it feel like people show up to work but leave their soul at home? Why are so many leaders talking about a lack of empathy in the workplace? Why do we preach customer service but neglect what service truly means? Why do we say good morning out of habit but not out of heart? And deeper still, when was the last time you checked in with you? Not your inbox, not your bills, not your deadlines, but you. Your breath, your feelings, your essence. We live in a world that increasingly demands presence, empathy, and care. But how do we offer that to others when we've gone numb on the inside? The truth is, we've been turning into machines long before AI ever arrived. We outsourced presence to performance. We replaced the meaning with metrics. We displaced empathy for efficiency, and in so doing, we've forgotten what it means to be fully human. And isn't that ironic? As we critique AI for its lack of emotion, we fail to recognize how we've trained ourselves to do the same. Businesses complain that workers don't care anymore. But how can we care when we've buried our hearts under deadlines, trauma, and years of unprocessed pain? We used to talk about soul food. Now we eat on the go. We used to sing songs that made us feel. Now we scroll in silence. We used to gather in community. Now we live behind screens. So many are breaking down, not because they hate their lives, but because they no longer resonate with them. Not because they're rebellious, but because they're seeking relevance. And I know this because I lived it. One of my many responsibilities as a police officer was serving as a bodyguard to the Prime Minister. From the outside, I look sharp, dressed in my suits, dark shades on and well put together, walking just steps behind the head of government. That was my professional life, but privately, personally, I was crumbling. Having just filed for divorce from a woman I have been with for almost 20 years and raising my only daughter as a single parent, I was emotionally wrecked, broken, on the edge. But duty called. I couldn't pause to process. I had to show up. There were moments I'd be in my quarters, minutes before an assignment, crying like a baby. And then, seconds later, I'd wipe my face, dry my eyes, put on my mask and step out into the public eye. Many times, my photo ended up in the newspaper the next morning beside the Prime Minister. Many thought I looked immaculate, poised, confident, strong. And all I could think was, if only they knew. If only they knew what pain I was carrying. If only they knew what battles I was fighting. If only they knew what dreams were quietly dying inside of me. And that's when it hit me. We all taught to perform but not how to process. We know how to show up for others, but not how to show up for ourselves. It's like the world applauds the mask and ignores the man underneath it. The more I looked around, the more I realized that this wasn't just my story, it was everyone's story. We've gotten so good at hiding the pain that even we forget it's there. We tell ourselves it is what it is until the nervous system breaks down, until the relationship collapses, until the body gets sick. Let's talk about that sickness, not just the emotional kind. I'm talking about cancer, autoimmune disorders, depression, anxiety, migraines, sleepless nights, gut issues. Our bodies scream because our souls are silenced. This is what it looks like when disconnection becomes the norm. And look around, it's everywhere. You feel it in road rage, in numb scrolling, in the cold customer service, in marriages where couples don't talk anymore, in teens overdosing on validation through likes, in adults who drink just to feel okay in their own company, in overachievers who smile on stage and crumble in silence. This world is full of people bleeding silently. People who learned to perform so well they forgot they were sacred. But let me go deeper. On a metaphysical level, this disconnection is not just emotional, it's energetic. When we deny the needs of the soul, when we ignore our truth to maintain the illusion, our aura weakens, our prana diminishes. The electromagnetic field of the heart, which has been measured to extend several feet beyond the body, begins contracting. In simpler terms, we stop radiating, we stop glowing, we stop vibrating, we stop feeling. We become like walking templates, running programs we never wrote, just to survive a system we never consented to. And that system feeds on disconnection. It thrives when we feel numb. It profits when we forget we are more than a badge, more than a title, more than a role. What's the irony? Now we complain that AI is taking our jobs, but we gave up our essence long before AI showed up. We became machines, and now we fear the rise of the machines. But it doesn't have to end there. Here are 5 soul directives to reawaken your humanity. 1. Acknowledge the mask. Get real with yourself. Admit when you're performing and not truly present. Awareness is the beginning of reclamation. 2. Return to the breath. Your breath is your spirit in motion. Take intentional moments daily to breathe deeply and reconnect to your center. 3. Feel it all. Stop bypassing your emotions, your anger, your grief, your longing. They all carry messages. Listen to your soul through the language of feeling. 4. Make space for stillness. In a world that rewards doing, give yourself permission to be. Sit in silence. Observe your moments. Let your spirit speak. 5. Serve from the overflow. What do I mean by that? Don't just show up for others while you're starving on the inside. Fill your own cup. Love from abundance, not depletion. We are not here to be efficient cogs in someone else's machine. We are here to radiate, to remember, to reconnect. And sometimes that remembering begins with the simple truth. I am not what I do. I am who I am. And who I am is divine.